So, good evening. I don't want to do my usual intro. Uh, I just want to get this done with this particular vlog that I'm doing. It's like 11:10 p.m. now. I should be asleep since 9 o'clock, but I'm not, and I have to wake up early, around 3 a.m. to get ready for work the next day. But to hell with it. I might as well do it now now that feel I feel really like doing it, you know. So yeah, so it's happened. Uh, Grace, Tin, Alyssa, Kay, and Thea have graduated. We've already knew that those were going to happen. You know, when that news broke out, and I guess we shouldn't be so surprised that it happened since we already knew that it was going to happen. But then why does it still hurt so much? Yeah. So I guess in some point I didn't really want it to be true, you know. Though really I felt that, it was going to happen, but I guess I was still in denial of it. Some part of me is. And I guess what really caught me off guard that it happened too soon, you know. Yeah, that's what's this day has been quite something, really. And I, I could say I cried all my tears this morning, which is funny at work while I was doing what I'm supposed to do at the office. Uh, you know, when I just think about it, tears start to flow. It's a good thing my cubicle was like at the corner, far corner of the office, so no one really saw me tearing up like that. And no one noticed that my eyes are red or that I was sniffling, all that. But yeah, I never felt that kind of sadness since I heard the news that Quincy left. Yeah, like just thinking about it just makes you sad and the tears just flows like that. And I didn't want to feel like that again, but it did. And the thought came to me that if I didn't want to feel that way, I might want to feel pain another way, like physical pain, such as hurting myself once again. But, I didn't go through with that because in some way, uh, like towards my on my way home from work, it just kind of like something occurred to me that you know made it, if she was okay with it, I should be too. You know. Okay. Enough with the melodramatic part. So yeah. Yeah. With regarding these girls, yeah, it's like I said earlier, I think it just happened too soon, especially when I finally got into their Kumu lives, and that's like I started almost like just over just 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Mm. yeah, I got to know, especially at least 4 of the 5, at least, yeah, 4 of the 5 I got to know more about, who they are than just being an idol, like that. And yeah, I should run for Kumu. It's one of the things I'm really, kind of like happy about to join in because I was really hesitant and I was resistant in joining this Kumu thing that I used to call. But yeah, it's a new experience, and now that it's hard that now that you got to know these girls in some way through that social media. Now, now they're taken away from you, right? So yeah, so I can't help still being sad and upset of their leaving. But yeah, so let's go through these 5 girls, or should I call the Fantastic Five, as the title says. Okay, so let's start with Kay. Okay, so with Kay, I really wish I had supported her more on her Kumu lives. It's just that her schedule conflicted with my schedule. I was at work and sometimes she's doing her lives, especially does it pretty late, like around at least 10 p.m. Philippine time. Mine at that time that's like 7 a.m. here. So I was only able to catch 3 of her lives, about the tail end of it, during my 10-minute breaks. Yeah, at the office. So I probably got to just see like maybe less than 10 minutes, because it's getting to the break room takes maybe a couple of minutes, and then logging on to Kumu and all that. And yeah, I wish there's a lot more time, and I could have maybe discovered something that I haven't seen in K before. Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to Alyssa. Alyssa is one of those members that I just like was I made it to one of my wishes recently because she's really impressed me in a number of ways, especially during the Team N4 regroup from last year, and I could see how like she seems to be the way she likes to discipline the members of her team. Made me think that she's like leadership material, and I envisioned her being the new captain of Team N4. If we had if there was actually time to do that, and now that she's gone, that part that I want to see her have is um, no more. And regarding her kumus that I watch, it's nice for her to know me, know at least know my YouTube handle and uh, my name. Okay, yeah. She just read that comment I put the first time on her Kumu live on September 13th. Yeah, when she read when she read it from she she immediately knew it was from me. Yeah, and she had to be sure it was me. So yeah, so I kind of like answered, "Yep," like that, and I was able to catch 3 of her lives. So one of them was like at the tail end during my 10-minute break, and that was the last one, which is this morning. Yeah, as a tail of it of it all. But yeah, you could see how happy she is. You know, that happy character that I'm sure you've all seen it. You know, and she's very, how do you call this? Her heart. The saying, her heart is on her sleeve, kind of character. So yeah, so it's a good thing I got to know a bit of Alyssa, Alyssa that way through her Kumu lives. Okay, all right. Can't believe I messed up that name. Okay, next, let's go for a twofer, Tin and Grace, because whenever one does a Kumu live, the other one is there. If Grace does one, Tin's there. If Tin does one, Grace is there. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice for the members, at least when I watch them their live streams on their Kumu, that some recognize, uh, or they call me by my actual name rather than my handle of Locker Officer, like Kuya Robbie, like that. I think this uh, I think that's the only part. The Kumus are only where they actually call me Kuya. Yeah, in some, I think in some parts, some call me Sir. Yeah, or just call me Locker Officer because I guess they really don't know who I am, or at least they forgot who I am. You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll talk about that later. Okay. So yeah. So so it's fun. Like Tin calling me Kuya and all that, and Grace then saying that they're roommates, and surprising that they're also roommates with Sella and Lay when they go through their lives, and Tin is always like I would say egging it on, or you know tawag lang budol. Yeah, to give gifts para tumaas to reach goal nila. So yeah, Tin's really good at that. It's hard to resist her when when she does that. So yeah, so you can see how very um, fun girl she is on her Kumo lives, and yeah, and along with Grace, almost like like nakita mo how best friends they are. Yeah, and with Grace, yeah, yeah, in one Kumo life, what was that? Let me see here. It was a Saturday. Was it Saturday? No, wait. I think it was a Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, it was a Thursday, September 16th. Yeah, when I cut the tail end of her life, you know, and she was there like playing her guitar, and then I gifted her with a diamond shower, and she and Tin were surprised by that, and I wasn't asking for it, but then she kind of like as a reward, like she would sing a song for me. Yeah. So yeah, it's very nice to be serenaded by the two, and I mentioned the song. I thought they would know because it's Filipino. Okay. So unfortunately, she didn't know. Okay, so I just suggested just sing something Taylor Swift, and Tin suggested you belong to me, and there you go. And then I got serenaded by these two girls, which is iba talaga. Yeah, it's the first time that happened to me. The first time, a girl sang me a song. Yeah. So thank you, Grace and Tin, for that one. And I'm also kind of sad for a bit because I left a message or commented on one of Grace's Instagram posts, where I kind of mentioned that I hope you practice the song that I suggested before, you know, mula sa puso. So one day, kung Marcos Queen ulit, alam niya. But unfortunately now I guess that's not gonna happen. She's no longer with MNL48. Yeah. Like I said, I wish there was more time. When we done, clock was kind of ticking, and especially for this one, because I was not getting what she was saying when she kept saying last live, which was the title of her Kumu lives. The last, let's see, date John, the last 2 days, 22 and 21st, actually. Yeah. And so yeah, so regarding Thea, okay, so I've been trying to catch her lives. Been almost like chasing it. Yeah, there's one opportunity on September 11th. It was just perfect because I think I had to take my mom to the emergency room. It's a good thing my brother was with us, so he was the one. My younger brother took her inside while I waited in the car in the garage. And yeah, so I was looking at the Kumu and Gia popped up. However, I couldn't connect because bad internet connection on my side. Then Thea pop was also live, and I still couldn't connect, which was very frustrating because I wanted to watch one of her lives. And then I think the following week, I guess because she does her lives like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. on your time, and I could only catch it when I take a break. And one of those breaks, I think I took my break very late. They gave me my 10-minute break very late, so I wasn't able to catch even a tail of it. It was very frustrating at that point. But yeah, so when it came finally, when Saturday, September 18 came, then yeah, I was finally able to catch her live from beginning. I went from the beginning. Maybe I arrived there late because I came from Roots live to the end, and that particular live of hers, because I think it started out fun. She wanted to, oh, she danced a heavy rotation, and she was supposed to do PFC Zumba version, I guess. But it's kind of funny, like we're having this that chat or conversation over. Like she called me Kuya Robbie, like that she recognized my name, the Lock Rob story, and yeah, that came about, and it's almost like we were having a conversation in a way through the chat, among others. Yeah, and she was supposed to do PFC, and then it turned into like she opened up to us, her fans, the MN loves, about her struggles with her graphic designer job, and how yeah, how it was hard for her, especially I guess the first day, the first week, the first month that she was on that job. You know, and you really feel for her, and then she was. I think she was given choice of that job or MNL48, almost like what happened to Andy, and then and then she talked about like almost like how do you call it? She finally saw the light in a way, or like someone told her that something that made everything made her future look brighter, because from what she mentioned that it was pretty dark during that time. Yeah, and it's almost like all that stress and relief went through her. Yeah, and like I mentioned, the Tagalog phrase na nabunutan ng tinik. Yeah, and hearing that from her, and what she went through, that and going through that, you know, it's very inspirational for her to talk about that. And tell you the truth, that's was one of the best lives uh, that I've seen, that I've watched, that I've been a part of. Yeah. So yeah, kudos to you, Thea. Okay, and so regarding the part that I said that, where I said I was going to hurt myself, because I didn't really want to feel that, like those tears flowing and the emotional pain like that. So I got off work and I was sitting in my van, and I decided to listen to one of my vlogs, which is the my favorite members of 2021. vlog. M48 members. Yeah. I guess I just wanted to like listen how I talked about Thea at that point because being my top Oshi, number one. Yeah. Uh, for the girls that still are in the group, yeah, I just want to hear myself, say what I really liked about her because I just made her my number one Oshi. Just maybe a month or 2 months ago, and for her going, it's so short lived. You know, and then while I was listening to that, it suddenly occurred to me, you know, that I went back. I just recalled what Thea's that Saturday, that September 18th Como Live of Thea, when she mentioned about you know uh, making a decision of her life and then finally realizing you know what it is, what it was, and that made everything much more brighter for her. And then I realized that was Thea talking about her leaving MNL48. That was what profoundly made sense to her, and it was the right decision for her to make. I might be reading into it too much, but I'd like to think it is because it was okay for her to go, and she was happy to go without any regrets. Shouldn't I be okay too with her going? Yeah. So that's in some way that the profoundness that she experienced almost came to me as well. That okay, you don't have to be upset. You don't have to hurt yourself regarding this situation, regarding what happened, or regarding with the girls leaving. You just have to accept it and be happy for them, and wish them luck. You know, and they'll surely need it, and not that they really need it because these girls are very talented, and I'm sure they'll know what decisions they ever make. Is their decision to make. We just have to respect that and give them all our prayers and our well wishes to all five of them. Yeah. And oh wow, what happened? Okay, excuse about that. For some reason, my high-powered lamp suddenly turned off. That's why it got so dark. And now I thought, kala ko pundido na talaga. So I turned on my other lamp, my room light, and suddenly it just turned back on again. Okay, so strange, but yeah. So I'm sure you already heard what I said earlier. Okay, this is the first time I actually used the pause button on recording the video right here. So in a way, that's kind of my first editing duty, I guess. I mean, I would have been I would just let it go through and talk in the dark. But yeah, I guess I guess that's kind of like a sign to make it to make everything like look forward to the future of ML48, despite Grace, Alyssa, Tin, Kay, and Thea no longer being there. Okay, so in some way, that's also my message to all the girls that I said earlier, but I guess it bears repeating. So to all five of you girls, you know, um, good luck. You all five of you will be in my prayers always, and We'll look forward to your future endeavors. And this is not a goodbye, it's a see you later. Okay? Lock Rapster, signing off.